Nick Wilson with Dan Brownlie after 2-1 defeat at Winchester, and Dan quite a long way off it tonight, your team.
Oh, miles off it. Yeah, miles off it. We've been bettered. First half we got absolutely battered and we're incredibly fortunate to come in at 2-1. If Winchester had come in at 3-4-0 up, you'd have gone, yep, fair enough. It was wave after wave of attack. We didn't defend properly, we didn't win the second ball. Up front we didn't hold it. We played into congested areas time and time again, which we spoke about before the game, which was something we wanted to avoid. We had principal ideas of how to get out, and some of that is dead basic, some of that's slightly complicated, but we've done neither end of the spectrum. Second half we've given it a go, you know. I think we improved second half, but still you can't have a first half performance like that going 2-1 and then expect to win a game of football, you know. You've got to do it for 90 minutes, and in every facet that is football today we've been effectively bettered, and for that it's embarrassing. It really is. We've had some poor performances across the season, few and far between admittedly, but like I said in there, I don't mind getting beat, you know, but when we put on performances like that we've not, like even the game management battered us, you know. It was a really effective display by Winchester. It's not pretty, like it's not it wasn't particularly an enjoyable game in that sense, but I mean they've beaten us handsomely and fully deserved it, you know. I've got we're just toothless today, absolutely toothless.
The particularly direct Winchester and off the ball press very hard. It looked like you just weren't kind of able to cope with that.
Yeah, which is incredible really, because you think about the teams we've played up against recently. Walton do it, Tottenham do it well. Even Didcot go and press you quite high despite their kind of lowly position at the moment. They're really effective at it and have won results because of it. But today, just sloppy first touches. I mean, countless times a long ball's come in and we've gone to take a touch and it's gone out for a throw in or a corner. And against a side like that, you just can't do it, you know. Like they've got some really talented players in that group, like Tommy White up top and Carborn on the right hand side, and Barron and the lad that's just come back from injury. Like they've got an embarrassment of riches. So for that, you can't give them legs up. And like I say, in every angle, we've let ourselves down today. And part of that is because Winchester have been effective. Like I'm not for a moment diminishing their impact on the game, but when you look at what we've done across the season, we've allowed ourselves to embed our philosophy, our technique, our game and style, regardless of what's going on. And we had the option to do that today. I don't think it was a case that Winchester have been that good that they've stopped us doing what we want to do. They've been really effective, but the opportunities were still there to do our basic principles of play, and we've just not done it. And you could probably count on, I mean, less than two fingers how many good performances we've had out there, and for that you're never going to win a game, you know. So mightily disappointed, and there will be a lot of work done on Thursday.
I think it's maybe one of the strongest reactions I've seen to you from a game in quite a while. Is that sort of where you put the performance in terms of rank?
Yeah, I mean, again, the bit that frustrates me, and I don't like giving too much away of what's said in the changing rooms, but we've had a really good run. You know, we thought we played fantastically last week, and the 5 games leading up to this moment, again, we've been really good. There's been some times we've got away with it with performances, but we've always worked out a way to win. And today it just felt like from the very off, we just weren't prepared to do the real basic things right, and for that we've got beaten. So I'm frustrated. I'm really frustrated because it's not a team that I recognise. That wasn't a team that I recognised today, and it was a very different feeling to Stoneham, because that's probably the other performance that you can look at as a standout negative. But that was just it's almost like we gave up. We didn't give up today. We just didn't do the right things. And that's what's most disappointing today. Across 90 minutes, you probably count on one hand the amount of times that we've actually done something effective where you've gone, that was good, you know. And again, Winchester have played their part in that, no doubt about it. But from our side, we're so much better than that, and they'll be, it's a disappointing one.
Where does it come from? Is it sort of the mental side and preparing for the game? Is it that style not being particularly well suited to coping with it?
I don't know. You know, it's something we'll have to look at. Like if I knew that, I'd have changed it after 10 minutes. Like there was a level today that there was a couple of lads that have come in that didn't play at the weekend and weren't available. Like Obviously, Scotty hasn't had one of his best games, nor has our defensive unit in the slightest. And Louise wasn't available on Saturday, and again he didn't have his better games. But again, nor did anyone really in that midfield. So there's a little bit of rustiness there, possibly. But I mean, I'm clutching if I'm honest. Like there's no real excuse for a performance like that, and I go back to something I've said for the best part of 15 years. When you can't give me quality, just work rate. It's a fundamental of football that is an absolute non-negotiable. And whilst I can't suggest that our team didn't work today, but being outworked is a choice. And today I thought all around the park we were outworked, we were outfought. The willingness for them to go and win the ball back, it was second balls. We didn't have that. And you look at the first goal, we've been standoffish and allowed them an opportunity to get in. The second goal, it's the same thing. We've misplaced a pass inside and had a runner, and that's another goal that we've conceded with about 30 seconds to go. So it's within our hands, you know. This is a frustrating thing. So there's work to be done, absolutely. We say that every time with a loss, and that is the benefit of losing. You get to learn something, but I'd rather learn when winning, and we've had the option to do that. And today, again, it's a missed opportunity, because I think we could have done more in the game that was in our control, and that's the most disappointing thing.
Thank you very much, Dan. Cheers.
Thank you, Nick.